Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl, Sunshine Monet L. Today is 12/28/8. We are coming to a close of this third decade of the month, this decade of expression and creation, being and challenges coming to our space. Understanding, definitely. And so it's been really cool. How has this Sagittarius Capricorn combo been for you guys? I think it's really like me and when I'm a heavy summer sign. I got majority of my planets are in summer. My winter placements are all Capricorn, so it's challenges, spaces. So I just feel a lot of progressive pushes and challenges happening here, a lot of dreaming happening here. I don't really move too much during this season. All of my building and movement and returns and all that stuff, all that happens in the summertime, spring and summertime for me, which I'm learning how to adapt with a lot better in my energy awareness. But that's just me, having a moment of transparency with you guys. But let's move on. So we're on a day of 2 and 8. That's finding balance, harmony, law, justice, truth, and righteousness. 2 also deals with Taurus energy, which is, prioritizing of seeing value in health and wealth. 2 also deals with wisdom. Now we're dealing with the Jupiter energy. We're dealing with Chokmah and the Sephiroth and the Neterus, Ashe. So 2 is also a number associated with Maya, which brings us back to the law, justice, truth, and righteousness. So 2 and 8, finding a sense of balance and harmony with the transformations coming in your space. 8 also deals with celestial technicians, labeling things, orderly things. That is Mercury, that is hot, and the Sephiroth and the Neterus. As far as astrology speaking, 8 deals with Scorpius energy, transformation and empowerment, secrets coming out, things of that nature. So prioritizing, finding wisdom in the transformations, finding law, justice, and truth in the empowerment and the transformations and how you label things and stuff like that, being in alignment with my eye. That's going to come to the earthly realm. 2 and 8 come together and make 10. So we want balance and harmony. It's time to take a deep breath and deal with the transformations and how you have to classify certain things in your space to have that. So we're going to take that 10 of Jeb Malkuth, knowledge in our cipher, which is ultimately knowledge. We can take that 1, that energy of leadership, cardinal energy, wanting to go inward by yourself is a heavy thing here too. This is a great day for my 1s and my 10s. The divine alignment of the upper and lower self. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to take that 1. We're going to put it into the month of 12. This is a month of knowledge and wisdom that brings understanding. This is the month of Bina, expression, creation. We're dealing with the 3. Now, Bina is the challenges that you receive in your space that give you, the access to, resources and a way of life, that keep you going. So we're going to add that 1 to the 4, to the 3. We're going to add 1 to the 3 and we're going to get 4, right? This is foundation of things. 4 is now we're getting into Chesed. This is Maya energy in the Sephiroth and the Neterus. So now we're actually in the law, justice, truth, and righteousness, the internal law of things. 4 deals with foundation of all things because we all are founded in the water of things. 4 can be Cancer with the nurturing home and family. We all come from the divine womb. 4 can also be the Maya. We all come from this divine law. The law, there's laws of existence. You know what I'm saying? How do you exist? Well, you got to follow certain laws to exist. Certain things you can't do. Go ahead and try to walk through that wall right now. You can't because there's a law of an existence. As long as you exist in this physical plane, as you have been born to do so, there's just certain things that you just can't do. You know what I'm saying? Until you're born into another plane. We like to call that death, but it's really being born somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't want to get too caught up in that. We entered that into the year of 8. This is the year of Sebek. This is the year of the celestial technicians. High highs make low lows. The goal is to be the homeostasis in the middle on the 8s. Try to get out of that dramatic self. Learn to be at peace with the transformations that are constantly, consistently happening around you. This is also the year of conception. What you are conceiving, you will give birth to in the year of 9, which is, very, very interesting, as a lot of people have been doing heavy rituals, whether you've been doing them throughout the year of 8 or if you've been doing them since the year of 1, which would be really, really cool if you've been doing them since the year of 1, like myself. I've been working on something for the past 9 years. Let's see if we can get it. Anyway, we're moving gratitude for the energy. So we got this 4. We're going to put it to the 8. That brings us back into 1 and 2. Brings us back into knowledge, wisdom, which ultimately brings us to understanding. Today's day of understanding, of challenges, of Bina. What are you standing under on the Saturn day? This is divine alignments, right? Challenges come into your space. Heavy here. Expression, creation is also a big thing here as well. 3 deals with the Gemini house. This is community and communication. But when we deal with community, we're dealing with like local cousins and siblings and parents and grandparents, people in the Tri-City area or down the street from you, people you've been going to school with since you were a kid. Like, that's the kind of community we're talking about. Now, this energy is easy to be fickle and all over the place and unfocused, but, the key to here is to find that stability within that Gemini house energy, okay? Also, this is a very emotional day, so, finding some sense of grounding in your emotions is heavy here, too. Let's talk about what's astronomically happening. We start the day off at a 7% waning crescent moon rising at 5:26 a.m. and setting at 2:22 p.m. Tropically speaking, as well as in our draconic, we are in Sagittarius. So our mind and soul are in a space of expansion and abundance. Our mindset actually started at a 4-degree Sagittarius today. So finding that groundingness and that in your sacral chakra, which is your space of, sensuals, your senses, and, where you can indulge at and your creativity and your joy and stuff like that. Stability is the key to today. If you can find some sense of stability and creation today, you made it. Even if it's just one thing and not that entire to-do list. Ooh. In our energy exchanges, we are in Scorpius energy, transformations happening, empowerment happening in our energy exchanges, secrets coming out and truth coming above. The marketplace, the elders and the witches are keys today. The moon also started the day off in the 17th lunar mansion. This is the lunar mansion of Anuradha, which is devotion, perseverance, harmonious relationships. The lotus flower is the symbol resembling the ability to blossom in difficulty, which is really cool because we are in Saturn day on a day of 3, which is where difficulties usually arise in that equal opposite energy of Saturn. So being able to blossom even during the difficulties, even if the difficulties is just your work ethic and the thoughts in your head, being able to blossom despite of them is like, you're planting seeds to give birth to what you want to give birth to next year. So like, just keep trucking through. Growth and purity and ability to thrive in challenging circumstances, ruled by Saturn, planet of discipline and structure, which is Shani. The sun god Mitra is the deity of friendship and compassion, which rules over this energy as well. Animal is the female deer or the peacock. This promotes cooperation among humanity. Monitor your level of frustration and melancholy today, okay? That's a big one. Again, like I said, even if it's just you in a room, like fighting your thoughts, you're still doing something, okay? Sunrise at 7:20 a.m., setting at 4:41 p.m. We start the day off in our mindset at a 6th degree in Capricorn zodiac. So, paying attention to our health, wellness, daily routine, our moral integral code, and the challenges in those is heavy in our thought process, while in our energy exchanges, we started the day off at 11 degree in Sagittarius. So mastering our sensories, our sensual self. The moon and Graphius are in conjunction at 10:37 p.m. The moon is 5.7 degrees south. Minimal angle at 9:16 p.m. The moon is 5.7 degrees south. Observe at 5:46 a.m. with an 8.1 degrees south-southeast separation. The moon and Deshuba are also in minimal angle tonight at 8:20 p.m. The moon is 2.7 degrees south. Conjunction at 8:55 p.m. The moon is 2.7 degrees south. Observe at 5:40 a.m. with a 6.7 southeast degree separation. The moon and Aries are also in conjunction at 9:26 a.m. The moon is 0.9 degrees south. Minimal angle at 8:37 a.m. The moon is 0.9 degrees south-southwest. Observe at 6:37 a.m. with a 1.1 degree west-southwest separation. So the moon is making its way through the Scorpius constellation tonight. Actually we started off with the moon in Aries, which is the easy star, but then it gets more and more difficult as the night goes on, as we reach the Mars and Saturn stars of Graphias and Deshuba. The activity of the quadrantids, begins. The max activity is January 4th. They move at 120 meters an hour. So that's a big one. And they're located, you'll see them coming out of the foot of Hercules constellation. The open star cluster NGC 2232 and the Monoceros constellation is at midheaven at midnight today. And then the sun and Pallas are close in the Sagittarius constellation. Remember, Pallas is an asteroid that sheds light on the genius-like qualities that we overlook in ourselves. So you're going to see a lot more of that happening in your experience, what you're good at. Pay attention. The sun is going to be at 11 degrees and Pallas will be at 14 degrees. So the sun will be at mastery, while the Pallas is at 1 and 5, taking leadership, grounding yourself, being independent. What is it that you're so good at that you can do it independently? Let's talk about it. And if you need help about it, reach out, because I do personal readings. I would love to help you. This is what I'm a master at. Peace, y'all.